Hi, everybody, and welcome back. I've been thinking about this actually the past few days. Just it's been, it comes up like, certain things in life, they keep coming up to you, and it usually is for a reason. Maybe it's for you to share with others because they might be struggling with the same things. And that feeling of like doing enough. So growing up in the United States of America, especially and growing up in New York, uh, everyone's hustling, everyone's running around. If you look around at everybody, you'll notice the fast pace of even the way people drive here. Like they're driving abnormally fast, cutting people off left and right. I used to be one of them, so I understand why they're doing it. They feel they have to get somewhere. They're very important. They have to get to a meeting on time or to work on time or to this activity on time or to pick up their kids or whatever it is. So we're constantly seeing this feeling in this place specifically, like I mentioned, in the United States of America. I think it's like that specifically, but New York, I'm sure in other places it's like that in the world, where you just look around and everyone's running so much and doing so much. And I used to work four jobs. Like when I first started working, I was working four jobs. I was hustling to no end just to pay my bills, just to survive. So when I went on this journey of like going inside myself, it's a weird journey because you start to feel like you're doing less in a sense, like because you're letting go and releasing. You're releasing that control of like controlling the results. Because ultimately, God is in control of the universe, right? God's in control of everything that's going to happen because it's already happened. God sees it already. It's already happened. And you start to feel into this like through breathing and grounding yourself back into the earth. Like you start to feel, okay, the question of like, am I being true to myself right now? And you have to ask that question for yourself, like what when you're doing something, like, am I being true to myself? Like, and if you have to do more, then that's okay. Then you have to do more. But sometimes your body and your intuition is telling you to less. Like you do a lot, you have your schedule, you have your routines, you're gonna stick to those schedules, you're gonna stick to those routines. And doing more doesn't always produce what you think it's going to produce. Now, in our minds, it's going to produce a certain result. So therefore, I'm going to do to produce a certain result. But then you get yourself caught in this rat race of like kind of chasing your own tail because it's never going to be enough when you feel like you're in. If you feel like you're in control of everything, then you're never gonna have to. You're never gonna have a moment to just stop and be like, wait, what do I actually want? Because for me, I want to feel calm, calm, relaxed, that everything's taken care of for me, that I'm being held. And the only way to start really feeling that is to come back to the breath and come back to the present moment and come back to the now and come back to asking that question for yourself, like, am I being am I being true to myself, right? And things will come up for you. Like I watch these videos and I watch the universe and I look at nature, and you're going to start seeing the same signs for yourself over and over again when you start paying attention. So whatever you're paying attention, like meaning whenever you start to pay attention, the universe will guide you into what exactly it is that you need. Now, if you have blinders on and you have a goal in mind, like it's like if you go to a bar and you want to get drunk and your mindset is to get drunk. So even if like you get a flat tire on the way, you fill up the tire, you still go to the bar. Even if you get to the bar and everything's so expensive, you're not gonna look at it as that like, oh, I shouldn't maybe spend on that. If someone spills your drink, you're not gonna be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't drink. You're gonna just still buy yourself another one. So you can have all the signs you want in the world, but if you want to have a drink, you're gonna go get that drink. It's the same thing like if you want to go after like you want to get a girl or something, or you want to get a guy in a relationship, and you're seeking, you're going to go on dating apps, and the dating app doesn't work that day, so you're going to find the second dating app, and then if that doesn't work, you might go on Facebook, and then if that doesn't work, you're going to go on Instagram, and if that doesn't work, you're going to go out to the bar and try to meet somebody. And you can have all the deterrence in the world, but if you want to dictate how it's going to be, you're going to push your way through and do it. And that is an avenue that people often take, and it's an avenue of struggle because you work so hard to attain something, to go after something, and even when you get it, it doesn't feel so good because you worked so freaking hard for it, and it's so it's so much effort that it's just it never produces what you want it to produce. And then even when you get it, you're on to the next thing or the next moment or the next opportunity. And I, for myself, like I just wanted to figure out, okay, like first of all, how can I get out of that running, doing, and be okay with just being? Because I was a doer for so long. I was doing so much in my life. I didn't know. I looked around, everyone around me in my community, in my where I lived, and the way I grew up. Everyone was running and doing and doing and doing. And people ask you, "What do you do all day?" And I'm like, working on myself. I mean, there's a lot of things I can do. I don't need to discuss everything I do. I have a schedule of things. I'm very regimented. So, like whether it's exercise, whether it's dancing, singing, whether it's creating, writing, like I can go into all the like the intricacies of like a day, but it doesn't always look the same for me anymore. It used to be like very regimented. Like you wake up at a certain time, you go to work, you eat lunch at a certain time. Everything was scheduled, organized in a certain way, and in a lot of ways, I still have some of those things that are like kind of like that most of my time when I do things, but it's a little more free flowing because I'm allowing the flow much more now than I've ever have in my life. And I had to let go of my job like a while ago now, to get out of that regimented time schedule. Like they made a clock in, clock out at work, and I hated that. That was like the worst thing in the world when they had the clock. And I remember at that point I was like, I'm out. And then I went into Zoom working, where I was working on Zoom only, and I was working on the phone and always scheduling phone calls. And all throughout my day, I was call. Never a moment, because I was constantly thinking of like each person's transaction. Actually reminds me of a conversation I had with someone recently at the laundromat. The owner of the laundromat was talking to me, and he was saying, I hate to look at everybody like a transaction, but like everyone that comes in here, it's a minimum of $5 or 5.50 or whatever the number he was saying, and then a maximum it's like $13 per time, and they're coming twice a week, and he was doing all his math, and I'm getting like, oh, he's doing all his math, and here I am, I'm back in his mode, like going into his stuff about like his mathematics about how much he's making. I'm like, whoa, I don't care. It's like your life, bro. Good for you. I'm like grateful for you. Like, go ahead. But when you start thinking in terms of like every person's a dollar bill and every moment's a way to make money, and every instead of looking at it like, okay, you have all the money. Let's say you have all the money and now you're just doing what you want to do. Like, okay, so you're gonna have that money and now you're enjoying your laundromat. You have the laundromat business. Okay, so do your laundromat business in the way that's most aligned for you to do, and just do that business the way you'd like to do it. You enjoy doing it, great. Keep on doing it. And I was thinking for myself, like I would so much rather be in a place of being true to myself, of like, what exactly it is that I want to be doing every day. Like if I had everything, right? If I had all the money in the world, which God is providing for me, whatever that number is, at the end of the year, He knows how much I'm going to make. At the end of the day, He knows what's going to be in my bank account or in my future, whatever it's going to be. Then what do I want to do? So for me, like I'm creating now, I'm on here, I'm creating. I'm a writer, I write every day, but I'm just a human being and I want to just do the things I want to do, whether it's sit out in nature, whether it's create, whether it's go do fun activities, whether it's be by myself and just watch a movie, whatever it is that I want to do, I would like to do those things. And I think most people want to be doing what they want to be doing on a daily basis, and they just can't be okay within themselves of being true to themselves, because they're too busy looking outside to figure out how to be true to themselves as opposed to looking inward. So there's a grounding practice that I just started doing, which is to close my eyes, to breathe in, breathe out, let it out through the mouth, and then asking myself that question: am I being true to myself right now, while feeling myself being rooted into the ground through the inhale, and then the exhale, letting it go, and then just allowing my heart to feel, am I being true to myself right now? And that's why I came on here right now to do this video. I I appreciate people that come on these videos. Like I'm watching people do these videos, and I watch a lot of videos, but I really listen more than watch them on the screen. I kind of hear their voice, and I sit to it and I listen to it and I take it in, because they're all messages from the divine. And a lot of the videos I listen to actually will say that, like whether it's human beings or AI or whatever the videos are, a lot of the people, or even the AI messages too, it's all like, this is the moment. There are no mistakes made. If you're listening to this video, it's intentional. It's for a reason, and you should subscribe and share and like and do all those things with this video. And every video you watch, you should always be doing that too. If you've watched it, that means you appreciated it on some level. Click that like button to share it with others. So, because the algorithm is affected by that, but at the same time, not really, right? Like God controls the universe, but at the same time, yeah, it is affected, and we want to help each other, and we're all in this together. And I used to get jaded about those when people would say those things. I used to cut off those videos because be like, oh, they just want me to click on them, and then I realized like, no, like good for them. Like they're speaking their truth. Like, yeah, I'm on here creating. Like, it's okay to like the video and share it if it helped you in some way. And that's being true to yourself, is doing what it is that's true to yourself. And that's again my truth right now, is to do that and to share this message with you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And if again, like, share, and subscribe if you did like the video. I'd really appreciate that. And have a great day.